Hi again, everyone. Welcome to this week's weekly mindful moment. Thanks again for joining me. As always grateful to have you and always grateful that you're able to take a moment in your day and take pause and spend some time with you. So let's go ahead and get started. I thought maybe our focus today might be on gratitude. Much has been moving in our world in the last year or so. And oftentimes what we're finding is that we're sitting in a place of anxiety, worried about what's to come. So I thought we might focus on gratitude, as gratitude often negates anxiety by just opening up our awareness to everything that's going on well in the present moment. So if you'll join me, take a moment and find a comfortable position, perhaps lie down, sit somewhere where you be still and where you can quiet your body. Close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Let your gaze perhaps just drop down towards the tip of your nose or to your lap. Breathe slowly, breathe patiently, in and out through your nose as we start to settle into this moment and let go of all of our obligations from the day. Let's try to intentionally place our attention on our breath, taking in deep breaths, and let yourself be fully present with each one. Stay with the breath as it moves in and out through the nose. Feel the sensation of the breath as it moves through the body. And just notice how the body is breathing itself. As you notice your breath, look upon your breath with awe and wonder. Try to notice also a warm sensation of gratitude arising in your heart for the life force that moves through your body. And just continue to watch your breath. Let's consider this warmth as a light that's lighting up that internal existence of you, of who you are. And let that light of gratitude just grow and expand. And as this gratitude grows, feel it embracing and enveloping the heart itself. And intentionally draw your awareness to your heart and your heartbeat. Try to feel or hear your heartbeat. Or just imagine, visualize, trust that it's there. And look upon the heart with the same sense of awe and wonder that we did earlier with the breath. Recognize how special and precious your heartbeat is. And feel the warmth of sensation, that sensation of gratitude within your heart grow and expand throughout your whole body. Let this light of gratitude fill your whole torso and your legs and your arms, your head. And as you look upon the entire body with wonder and awe, just let that light fill the entire body. Grateful for the breath. Grateful for the heartbeat. Grateful for this wonderful, functioning, protective, and useful shell through which we can experience joy and beauty and amazement in this world. Feel now your entire body filled with warmth and filled with light, full of gratitude, full of thankfulness, appreciative of the small joys and perhaps the big ones as well. Rest in the awe of this one precious moment we have before us now. And then in the awe of all the gifts you've been given, let yourself feel full and complete. There's nothing else you need right now, except to remain open and aware. So I'd like us to shift our imagination for a moment and visualize a clear white sheet of paper before us. On this sheet of paper, it's a little black dot in the bottom left-hand side of the paper. Try to bring that visual to mind. Continue your breathing, but visualize that white sheet of paper with that little black dot in the far left corner of the page. So I'd like to tell you a story about this visualization. So relax your attention from that visual, and I'll share. A professor once asked his students to prepare for a surprise test. The students waited anxiously for the test to begin. And so the professor handed out this question paper, one sheet of paper, and turned it face down and asked the students not to begin until he moved to the front of the room. He sat down and could see the anxious anticipation of all of his students waiting for what was to come on this sheet of paper. He then asked them to turn the sheet of paper over, and to everyone's surprise, there was no questions at all, just a little black dot somewhere around the bottom of the page. The professor said, "I want you to write about what you see here on this page." And of course, the students were very confused, but they got started on the task. And at the end of the class, the professor collected the papers and started reading each one of them aloud in front of the students, which of course caused some anxiety for each student. All of them, without any exception, had described that little black dot, trying to explain its position on the paper. So at the end, the classroom went silent, and then finally the professor explained. And he said, "I'm not going to grade you on this assignment. I just want to give you something to think about. No one wrote about the white part of the paper. Everyone focused on the same black dot, and the same thing happens in our lives each and every day. So our life is a special gift from God." And he continued to explain that we always have reasons to celebrate, and yet we focus on the dark spots in our life. We tend to focus on the health issues, the financial issues, the job troubles, relationship issues, disappointments in life, and on and on and on. The professor continued and said, "The dark spots are very small in comparison to everything we have in our lives, but they are the one things that tend to spoil our minds that we tend to get focused on." He continued and said, "So I'd like to encourage you to look away from the black dot in your life. Look away from those black spots. Enjoy each one of you, the many blessings and gifts that you have in the moment that life has given you." We all have so many things in life to be grateful for. So be grateful and enjoy each moment in your life. Be happy and enjoy. So what I'd like you to take from that story is the black dot on that sheet of paper represents our trials, the small trial, the momentary inconveniences or disappointments. The white part of the paper represents our opportunity to step into a larger spiritual environment in which we are given our support, we're given the opportunity for healing, and we're given the opportunity for hope. So I encourage you today just to keep that story in front of you and acknowledge the opportunity that you have to truly focus on all the many gifts, all the many blessings you have to be grateful for. So now when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Taking a nice big inhale and an audible exhale. Letting it all go and open your eyes. Thank you again for joining us this week for this mindful moment. We look forward to seeing you again on the next week's mindful moment. Have a good day.
Well, thanks again, everyone, for joining us. And be sure to click subscribe on the YouTube channel and also click on the bell, which is the notifications icon, so you can be notified whenever we post our next weekly mindfulness moment. Have a great week.